Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Hearts of Blazing. This is the second week of our Granblue season, and just to let you guys know, and to remind you, we do have a match arena up. That basically, the entire process of these tournaments is that there's 5 bi-weeklies that anyone can enter into, and then the top placements from those events are going to get invited to the season finale, which will have a crowdfunded prize pool. If you take just literally a second of your time to go onto the match arena that I've just linked and put in HAB Season 1 GB, which is the code listed there. You'll be able to donate 50p to the bracket and effectively the winner of the tournament entirely for free. Takes 2 seconds, you'll have a Twitch account, so go ahead and do that. But with that said, I'm doing solo commentary tonight, but we have a phenomenal looking Granblue bracket for you. 32 attendees. And it's been a long time since I've seen an event this big for online Granblue, I'm not going to lie. And our first match is going to be Rixer versus Miri. But we pretty much have our top 8 lined out. We don't have the losers yet, but we're going to get started now so that we don't have to keep our winners waiting forever. But yeah, so we have Rixer against Miri for our first match, then Zeiji versus Gumi. Zeiji hasn't competed in Hearts of Blazing before, but I believe he's a Russian fairy who is top of the crop. Other than Rixer, of course, who is also up there. So we could be seeing a pretty stacked fairy bracket this time around. But yeah, with that said, hope you're all doing well. I'll be looking forward to some good Granblue. Couldn't get anyone on for commentary, but I've got a load of people lined up for next week, so it should be a good time. And yeah, more than likely, Rixer, we are going to see a Fairy versus Fairy winners finals. It'd be interesting. I mean, obviously, Fairy versus Ladiva is a really volatile matchup. That one can really go either way. But I'm ready when you guys are, so if you want to start, go ahead. Yeah, it's been a long time since, even the last bracket, it was surprisingly big. I haven't been able to commentate, you know, let alone solo commentate a stack of a top 8 in a long time. We're missing certain players. Obviously, Padu is taking a hiatus from the game. Deviant is not with us today, so we can't get that special role. But we have the likes of Rixer returning, so it should still be an interesting event. I know that people like Svampen are currently doing an offline as well. But if there's anyone that can mess up Rixer now that he's returned, I'm loving the color scheme, I'm not gonna lie. Even though technically that weapon is tournament banned, I'll let him away with it as long as Miri doesn't mind. But very strong start coming out from Rixer so far. Miri just struggling to get anything done. Getting hit by the overhead for a second time, and that's the 7 golden letters. Perfect for the first round of this event.
Battle 2, engage.
Yeah, we'll let it slide, Zavid, we'll let it slide. But good DP at round start into run-up throw. Being very respectful right now. Good laser from Murray, but he's going to need more than that to get some offense started. Getting caught by the 2U straight into the GG call there. Unfortunate for the GGs in the chat, boys. Some good use of lasers coming out, but Rixer is just all over this. Blocking each and every one of them is going to start getting the summons down. And now you're going to take this mix-up. Yeah, because of how active and how many hits the 5U has, it's just going to instantly knock you out of the follow-up, no matter what you select. Pretty convincing first win going over to Rixer.
Battle 1, engage.
Wow, counters the round start spear with neutral jump JH. Rixer is dominating this right now. I haven't seen him play in a very long time. And I wouldn't have thought that you would have gotten much better, but it looks almost like a completely different player. Delayed, yeah, just taking the plus frames. Frame traps him with a 2U. Nice! Air throws him out of that straight into the GG for the second perfect. What an insane play! That needs to be clipped.
Battle 2, engage.
I have never seen that before, like pulled off. That is such an unfortunate time to go for the H follow-up, and Rixer is saying right now, you have to keep it completely clean. You're not escaping the corner with any gimmicks. Not today. Wow, 2U going under the 5M as well. Nothing's going Miri's way right now. Nice empty jump throw, gets teched though. Ward rolls through the laser. And now, here's the setup. All of this junk on screen. It's going to be very hard for Miri to survive this. Nice. Actually manages to. And now he's in a relatively decent spot to try and take this round. But Richter, knowing all he has to do is play patiently, spears him out of the Vine Whip. That was not patient. Nice, getting away with the pogo because you whiffed. Very getting his offense going. Richter taking his turn back. That's a super. That's going to go straight through, isn't it? Yeah. One more mix. Gets hit by the DP, and now one more touch for either player. Jumps back twice to avoid the camera, locking him into the GG. Smart. Oh, how's that going to go? Is that going to... Yeah, just going to pick him up. Richter taking a swift 2-0, but Miri showing signs of life in that last match. But 2 perfects in the first match, and one of the coolest Furry sets I've seen in a long time. It's a pleasure to have Richter back. Oh, damn. Alright, so next up is going to be Zeiji against Gumius, which should be interesting. I don't think I've ever seen these players play against each other. I think there was an open lobby that featured 2 of them, but I don't think I've seen them play personally. Let's check out losers, see if that's progressing. We've obviously got one of our losers quarters matches ready. Losers top 8, pardon. And then it's going to be one of Breaker. Oh, Breaker and Niko's an amazing match as well. Niko in general has had a really interesting run. Having to go through the likes of Samoro, Sanya-chan, Gumius, and then would have had to go against Gumius. But has to go against Breaker, who came 2nd place in the last event. Alright, thanks for the help today, Zavid, as ever. It's appreciated. And then Decapact versus Azad. I think I've seen Decapact like way back in the day, but I haven't seen him much since then. But I've never seen Azad's play, so that's interesting.
Fairy versus Charlotte.
Oh wow, yes! I forgot all about this. This is great. Gumius is a sub for the Fairy matchup in Charlotte. Oh, that makes this so much more interesting. I completely forgot about that. The Diva vs Fairy can definitely be one of the more cursed matchups in the game. And Charlotte Fairy is, you know, another one of the cursed matchups, but on Fairy's end this time. I'm interested to see Gumius' Charlotte in action. Very patient so far, as you'd expect for someone trying to do a counter pick to Fairy. Some intentional movements, just doing tiny little grappler jumps almost. Getting that screen space, but not coming to anything too risky like a Blanca Ball. Nice, and that's exactly what it was fishing for. Didn't manage to convert it into anything too meaningful, but pressure is pressure, and with Fairy's back to the corner, she's going to have a very hard time getting out of it, but finds a spot to use the EXDP. But similarly, Gumius returns it in kind. Is now walking Fairy all the way to the corner without the XDP, you know, it's very hard to get out of. Just auto combo hands because of how you know, approaching it is. Because Charlotte's L hands are only, you know, very slightly minus. A character like Fairy can't actually punish it like other characters can, because her barriers are slower. Damn, you're right. Punish Charlotte. Rich's worst nightmare. That'd be a really interesting winners finals, actually. And it's looking like it's possible for Gumius taking the first round. Actually clean. Zeiji's doing a pretty good job. He's placed his DP pretty well, but he really needs to get an actual advantage going. At the moment, Gumius is just being slow and steady, controlling the tempo of the match. Good jump. Doesn't manage to punish the spot dodge. Again, free frame window, but gets the hit, and now it's going to put him into the corner. Never mind, drops it. But regardless, still has the positive pressure going on right now. And just being very patient, trying to bait out the DP. Not even committing to hands, not giving the opportunity. But Cat gets caught by the jump. It's a lot of patience, but I feel like he needs to pull the trigger a little bit more. Generate some plus frames, try and give Zeiji more of a reason to press DP. Because at the moment, he's just waiting and getting the free anti-airs, and that would have been an insane conversion off a close M. Or close light. one was that? Oh wait, Seiji on the on the way to mounting a comeback, but classic. Charlotta 5U, brilliant for shutting down a lot of Ferry's mix-ups. Alright, Gumia's taking the first match.
Believe in victory.
Let's see if Seiji can mount a comeback, because he had some positive stuff going. I just feel like he needs to get momentum of the match nice and early, which is unfortunately not what we're looking at right now. That's half of his health gone. What's the mix? I'm loving it, by the way. Not a single use of Demon Flip. Not much unnecessary movement coming out from Gumias at any point. Just being very patient. Auto combo into hands. Universal overhead gets the turn taken away by 2 of you. That was like the first unnecessary thing I think I've seen him do so far. Sometimes it's a little bit too passive, but at the same time, it's making this matchup look pretty insurmountable. And you don't really associate Charlotta with a patient character, but it can really make this matchup insanely cursed for Furry. Not to mention the fact that Charlotta can then also turn on the switch with her insane run speed, jump arc, and jump ins. Just all of a sudden go Kuso.
Battle 2. Engage.
No, neither do I. He's showing off that he's picked up the Charlotta for a reason. He's got the mental and the character counter to Furry. This is looking really dire for Seiji right now. That match point gets hit by the universal overhead for the second time, and that's going to be the end of the match. Gumias moving forwards. It's going to be Gumias' Charlotta against Rickster's Furry in winners finals. That is a match I am looking forward to. Alright, so that means that we're going to be going over to Losers Top 8. Next up. Which is going to be, again, another player that I haven't seen play before. So I don't know what's in store for us. Up against Sanya-chan, who is another Spanish Charlotta. Right. I believe I don't in Granblue. I can check the rules for you now, though, real quick. Do it on stream. And let's have a look. Anything on swap? Discord, attendance, match rule. Character switches are restricted. You may only switch characters after losing a match. Nah, it's loser switch only. Just had to double check my own rules to make sure I'm not getting anything wrong. But if anyone knows in the chat who's actually, Arafu actually plays, I'd be really interested to hear. And yeah, I changed it a while ago. I just had to make sure. I remember doing it for the other games. I wasn't sure if I did it for Granblue. Oh, he's a cheater. Love cheater. Alright, getting in. French cheater. Let's go. Should be an interesting match then.
Believe in victory. Battle.
I mean, Deviants, but you're not here, mate, at the end of the day. Fireball, fireball, charge fireball, let's go. The round start. Charge fireball beating out the forward roll. Sanya-chan changed up his colour. I like it, it's kind of clean. Nice, face the DP, no punish, because we're a beta character. Nice, brilliant cross-up JM there. Gets the conversion. Lean. Goes for the reset, gets it, but gets DP'd off of the jump in afterwards. Not quite a safe jump. Oh, what's that a reference to, Zavid? Very patient from both players right here. Now that Blanca Ball's down, Arafu's a little bit more happy, to throw out those fireballs. Blanca Ball was up, I'm sure he'd be a little bit more afraid to do that, but getting the DP, running in. Prodding with a 2M. A beautiful hit confirm. Real SSBA as well, pardon. This isn't going to kill though, so I don't think. Oh my lord, it is. 5H SBA is so much damage.
Battle 2. Engage.
Yeah, I'm with you, Bershko, I'm with you. But you have to remember, powered up SBA, one hit confirm. A ton of damage. Sanya-chan taking command of this game at the start again, which is what you want to see. A lot of whiffs coming out right now, which aren't being punished. But the patience pays off with the jump in. And then DP'd though. Still has the... Yeah, there you go. EX blankable. Doesn't get the corner carry, but gets the throw. This is going to hurt. Is it going to kill? I think... Yeah. Oh, wow, it is. I need to watch more Granblue. I assumed that wasn't going to kill because he unscaled it with the EX hands. Second kill in a row that I wasn't expecting from SBA. I'm washed. Again, other people joining me and being confused about the kills, but... Man, gotta start chilling SBA. Yeah, I'm forgetting Granblue, man. SBA's hurt. Yeah, it's only the juggle points that really get scaled. Yeah, look at that damage. More than 50%, about 55%. Gets the throw. Manages to jump his way out of the corner, but you have a long way to go back now, with Charlotte having DP available as well as the parry. Not the easiest hill to climb. Nice, good DP, speaking of. I'm loving that Sanya isn't wasting EX DP that often. He's usually electing to use MDP. It's working out pretty well for him. I haven't watched Sanya play in the longest time, it feels like, but nice to see he's upped this game even more. He used to be a very rando DP player, that's what he got known for. But then he toned that down to the point where he never did them. But now I think he's got a really nice balance between rando and patient play. Aw, damn. Was the DP no punish? But you've got you back to the corner now. And it's Charlotta's turn. Interesting resets. Nice. Great punish. 2-2 MSBA. This is going to hurt. But it's going to send him far away. I don't think he'll get much over from this. Yeah, just likes to go for the fireball. Blocks the blankable. Now they're just sitting in neutral. A brilliant jump, but it gets punished by another incredibly well-placed 2M from Arafu. That's beautiful. Nothing more satisfying than good footsies with like Jida, Zeta, Catalina. We don't include Gran. We don't talk about that character. Ooh. Yeah, it's not safe to go for that against Jida and other characters with great pokes. It feels like the list has widened a lot though. These days you have to worry about it from Jida, Catalina, I believe Percival as well. What about Rao's Gran? Okay, we don't include that. Rao's picking up a sub Catalina at the moment, you know. The Catalina players claim him. I don't know, I'm gonna root for Arafu. I've never seen him play before and everyone knows that I stand Jida. He's gonna bring it back though. The SSBA is gonna be a good start. Huge chunk of damage, but you gotta watch out. Wow, rando DP. The Sanya special. Ah, big whiff, but doesn't end up getting punished. DP's the plus frames. Takes him all the way to the corner and then just backs up, being very patient. I don't think you can kill from this situation. But one more touch. 2M to L. Both players have DP up. This is incredibly nerve-wracking. The XDP to bully his way into neutral. Takes the frames off of the spot dodge, but gets smashed back and dies. Sanya putting himself at match point. This is actually tournament point for Arafu or Sanya here, as they're in losers as well. It's a shame. They're both playing incredibly well. Oh, wow. What an interesting conversion. Resets, trying to go for the universal overhead. I'm not sure if I agree with that, because obviously, if you do the correct combo from that situation, pretty much loop that okay. Sanya spending the EXCP. Yes, universal overhead counter hit. This isn't great.
Excellent.
There's a lot of time to get that DP cooldown back. Gets a huge chunk of damage. Still has positional advantage, but Arafu bullying his way out of that corner. I don't know, Rixer, in the one tournament where you're back, it looks like there's a lot of contention from Charlotta players. Looking a bit cursed. Great Blanca Ball. A good block from Arafu, but obviously a bit interesting that Sanya-chan was just very patient trying to bait out the DP there. Speaking of, one more touch. Damn, JM. In a really awkward angle to get anti-aired from. Sanya-chan knocking Arafu out of the tournament. Great first showing though. Gonna keep an eye on him. I don't know, man. Let's go. I mean, I'm with you with Gumius. Never Spanish Charlotta. But I don't know why Deviants is saying that. Vegeta brother's gone, man. Alright, let's have a look at the bracket. Let's see if we've got the other losers match ready now. We do. Niko against Azad, which is the other player that was a kind of a mystery. But Niko, not a mystery deal. Started off playing Ferry, but then he moved over to Zeta. I'm interested to see if he'll be playing his Zeta at tournament, because I haven't seen him play since he picked up Zeta, to be honest, in tournament. Top viewership, let's go. I mean, yeah, I don't think we've got much contention. Let's have a little look whilst we wait for the players to turn up. Yeah, I mean... Hey, Mr. Powell streaming his tournament run. Unless he already dropped out, I'm not sure yet. Have a look. Damn, he did. Oh, to Malman. But Malman was knocked out by Sanya-chan. Interesting. Fitizen had to DQ because of connection issues, which was very sad. Fitizen was a very, you know, he was very up there. I think he might have been able to take the tournament. Other than, obviously, people like Brixter, Gumius, Carrot, people like that. They're still threats. But I was definitely favouring Fitizen to go really far in this tournament, so that was a bit unfortunate. We also saw Breaker, who came second place last week, getting knocked out by Niko. Interesting. What are they doing on that tab? Get over here. It's the blue one. It's this one. What are they doing? Fuck's sakes. Oh my god. And then the wrong seats as well. Oh my god, they're making me work for it, boys. They're making me work for it. Well, luckily I'm doing solo commentary, so it's not going to be too scuffed. We might get cut off a little bit earlier on, but other than that. Matera versus Zeta, a lot of people will know that this is one of my favorite matchups in the entire game. There's so much freedom for both of the characters to play their way. They both have anti-zoning, and they both have really good offense, with not the best defense. So both characters really can shine in this matchup. Great empty jump throw, beating out the stance. Interesting start at the moment. I feel like Azad is playing this matchup perfectly. Doing a good balance between offense and defense. And we're not seeing much rando spear from Niko, which is really, really important in this matchup. There we go. Rando jumps and rando spear of Arvis. Super important in this matchup. But Azad's doing a really good job at not giving Niko any space, really, to get his offense going, just running away. Playing the hit and run style that these characters can be known for. I mean, honestly, his playstyle seems very different from Pado at the moment, but nothing wrong with that. Double overhead into the low. And we're going to get this combo looped. What's the Oki? Double overhead, triple overhead. Gets the conversion. This should be the round. Yeah, I mean, your Matera... Oh, never mind. Doesn't kill. That would have killed if he kept that combo shorter, though. 100%. The second spear really doesn't add that much damage, but it does parate the combo, like, a whole lot. It would have killed 100%. That JM, though. No conversion. Universal overhead gets countered. See, that's one thing that you never see Padu do. Padu would also always do TK arrow there, not universal overhead. I guess his arrow might actually have been on cooldown. I wasn't paying attention. And yeah, that's the cursed thing about this matchup, right? Is that once either one of these characters gets their offense well and truly going, especially Zeta, it's very hard for the other character to get out of it. Nice. Gets the low. At the moment, Niko's just getting all the right calls. One more touch is going to be it. Nice. Azad's getting out of the combo pressure. Using the SSBA. It's going to be a chunk of damage, but not a kill. Let's see what the Yoki is. Butterfly, empty low. Let's go. Azad's 1-0. Of course you are. Niko's your homie, Deviants. But again, as ever, I've got to root for the newcomer. Haven't seen Azad's play before, but he's clearly a phenomenal player. Loving it. Oh, no, that... Commentator's curse. As I say that, completely whiff DP. There we go. Spirit of Harvest, what's the mix? Yeah, one overhead into low. Azad's getting caught by the lows quite a lot here. And it's obvious that he doesn't seem to have that much experience defending against Zeta. I don't see much Fuzzy Guard being used or anything like that, really. He's getting pretty much hit by every single mix. Oh, really? Whereabouts in the UK is he from, if you know?
Battle 2. Engage.
Oh, wow. Air-to-air JM into the conversion because it was low enough. That was sick. Good throw break. Nice anti-air as well. And the universal overhead counter hit. Let's go. Nice, good DP to catch the jump. Now you gotta hold this. Using the far slash a little bit... Wow, the far slash. The far heavy a little bit too early there. Didn't get the butterfly pressure. Ah, oh, Niko getting caught with that arrow, trying to go for Spirit of Harvest. Now the ball's completely into Azad's court. Backing up, I love it. Just hit and run. Not being too needlessly aggressive gets the hop in. Now he's at match point.
Battle 3. Engage.
Ooh. That's one of the interesting interactions as well. Is that whilst Zeta Laser does usually beat out projectiles, the Matera arrow, the high arrow, goes over it, which is pretty annoying. It means that you don't tend to zone that much as Zeta in this matchup. Nice, universal overhead counter hit. That is going to hurt. One more mix. Oh, goes for the reset. Ends up getting caught by SBA as a result, though. This does mean that there's no reversal available for Matera, but given how Azad likes to play, I don't think that's going to come into play. This is going to be which character can get in on the other. Nice, beautiful SBA to beat out the EXCP. Never mind. Wow. They collide really awkwardly because the info wore out. Hype. Niko bringing it back in a very interesting way.
Believe in victory.
I don't think the Matera is spamming at all, if I'm honest. All of these are being placed pretty intentionally. Zavid is being very, very respectful. He isn't going for many rando spears or rando jumps. So as a result, Matera is keeping him in check with high arrow. I mean, it's just pretty standard. Nice. Doesn't get the loop, though. Nah, but some people are, man. Some people are like that. For sure, Swepe. We can't let the GBVS main chord people in here, you know? We've got to keep them in check. Exactly, Deviants, exactly.
Battle 2. Engage.
I hate all these Shoto players, man. Nice. Auto combo, hitting him out of the Zephyr. But forward rolls right into the DP, and now you gotta hold this. Never mind. Stat says nah. Let's get Kanza in here, man. Where's Kanza for top 8 commentary? Ooh. Wow, 2L just poking him down. Finally in his own footsie range, but has walked himself out of it. I'm not a fan. I'm honestly not sure why Azad is whiffing Firelight at that range. Like, Niko didn't even have super at the time. Was he trying to bait out regular spear, I guess? Not like you have a DP there. I guess he did have SPA. Could have been looking for that. But regardless, Niko's got him on the ropes right now. What's the mix? Yeah, he's been hit by every single pogo low. Rough. Alright, we're now at match point. Ooh. Honestly, everyone, I'm with Daz as well. Let's go. I love Niko though, and I haven't seen him do well in tournament in so long. I don't even think I've seen him in tournament in a while. Niko was there at the start, you know. Giving me them lessons. Yeah, no pogo please, Swepe says. But it's time. Getting hit by the double overhead gets the reset into the low. This is going to hurt, but more importantly, gets the pogo Okui again. What's the mix? One? Yeah. One pogo low. Classic. Niko, moving on. And again, another phenomenal player making it to top 8 from pretty much completely unknown circumstances for me. Getting taken out, but by the skin of their teeth. Brilliant performance. Love to see you again in the future. Yeah, for sure. I mean, if Daz could defend Pogo, I think that set would have been over. Good to know, good to know. I mean, to be honest, Vampen, we could be seeing a Beatrix announcement, you know, potentially, today or in the stream in a couple of weeks. I'd be pretty hype. But back to the blue cap. Yes, you did. Yes. Yes, you did. Either way, let's have a look at the bracket and see what we've got next for you guys. So, losers quarters consists of Zeiji and Niko and Miri and Sanya-chan. We're going to go ahead and run Miri versus Sanya-chan next. But I'd like to take a moment whilst we wait for them to get in to remind everyone that as this event is going on, this is a bi-weekly series, and your results in these do matter. So all the players that you're seeing at the moment have scored placement points because they're in the top 8. But the higher you place, the more likely it is that you'll get invited to the finale. So if you're enjoying the stream, be sure to drop us a follow, because we're going to be going live with the next event in another 2 weeks. We also do the exact same series for Melty Blood. I'm going to support 2 games at a time. And yeah, so if you check out the match arena, oh, never mind, they're already in. But there's the match arena. You know the drill. Look at it. It's pretty. Click contribute. Type in the code. Donate 50p. Give the winner of the tournament money. Give us some more incentives, some more hype to make EU Granblue great again.
Believe in victory.
But as I say that, we've got Sanya-chan up against Miri. This is going to be a really interesting match. Looking forward to it. And this is going to be the last of our top 8. Technically top 6 right now, but we'll move on. But this matchup is really interesting. I feel like either character can really take it. So a lot of offense against Zeta can be really rough, but Zeta actually has some really good defensive OSs to beat stuff like Demon Flip and DPs. With Zeta having one of the best Firelight punishes in the game, she can punish a lot of situations where other characters can't. Although she still has problems punishing Charlotte SPA, because why not? But Miri getting an incredibly strong start. One of the top 3 Zetas in Europe. Honestly, I think Niko might be like 4th or 5th as well, so yeah, another tournament where we're seeing a lot of our strong players attending. on the Zeta side. I believe Svampin's at an offline event right now. But it would have been lovely to have him in there as well. And then all we'd be missing is Mick. But yeah, the main reason why Charlotta really struggles in this matchup is because Zeta can play a very slow, coordinated style. And between 2M, Farlight, and Blazer alone, she can really effectively lay out Charlotta. But Sanya showing us a great example of how you can take rounds as the Charlotta.
Battle 3, engage.
Obviously, she has a DP, but it's stuff like that. Zeta's whiff punishment and just punishment in general is way too good. Very impressive for Charlotta in this matchup. And if you try and jump, you're getting a 50% confirm. But don't worry, guys. Like NA says, Zeta bottom 5. Let it be known. Nice, just run up throw. Delaying it long enough that the wake up throw and bonds no longer impact. And Sanya just being incredibly oppressive right now. Miri's struggling to get out as one touch from dead. And there it is. DP on second spear. Nah, it's not me, Sweppy. It's not me. I say Zeta's top 5, but NA, man. NA and Reddit will leave you to believe that she's still bottom 5, you know? Yeah, true. I mean, he's losing, but the matches have been incredibly close. Definitely wouldn't put it past him to turn this back around like we're saying right now. What's the mix? Tends to go one pogo. Wow, never mind. Double overhead doesn't get the conversion as a result, though. At times. 1, 2. Yeah, then goes low. Nice. Good blocks from Sanya. Oh, but whiffs the blankable. Should have been dead. That was really interesting because what happened there was Miri tried to punish it on block with far M. Didn't recognize that it whiffed in front of his face and he got the punish with close M. So didn't convert. And that's gonna hurt. What's the mix? Gets hit out by 2L out of the universal overhead. This is insanely close, but there we go. The nice and easy mode punishes that Zeta has. Keeping himself alive. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that was really interesting. Nice. Wow, never mind the spot dodge. Sanya Chan's on a roll right now. Gets the reset into the low. Big damage. Oh, wow. Auto combos. Predicting the throw there. And cool out. You've got a long way to go at this point. Sanya Chan's got a pretty huge lead. Oh, wow. DPs to try and beat out a failed punish there. Interesting stuff. Nice. High heavy conversion. What's the mix? Triple overhead. Doesn't get the full conversion though. Gets hit by the universal overhead. Gets hit. Yeah, that's the round. Alright, Sanya Chan evening it up. But this puts him at match point. Is this the last? This is the last Zeta in the tournament, I believe. Come on, Miri. I believe in you, man. We can't have a Zeta, you know, not being in top 4. Then we'd be proving the NA players right. Can't have that. What's the mix? Nice, just empty low, gets blocked. Both players being incredibly patient right now. 6 out of 2M trying to whiff punish any follow-ups from Charlotta, but no dice. Universal overhead counter hit. This is exactly what Miri needs to keep the set alive. Getting that knockdown. What's the mix? Yeah, instant overhead low. And now back to neutral, which is exactly where Zeta wants to be. Miri's special. Far heavy anti-air, one hit confirm into the super. You can't get more Miri than that.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Nice. Whiff punishes the blankable with the X-Spear. Gets the mix up, gets the conversion. And now you're in the loopable combos again. Nice, good blocks coming out from Sanya. This is a very different game compared to Azad's. With Niko, it was kind of a situation of he wasn't winning the neutral too hard, but the second that he got into the corner, the game was over. Whereas it's quite the opposite with Miri at the moment. He's doing quite a good job in neutral, but the second that he gets into that corner, Sanya can actually block these mix-ups. It's a little bit more scrambly. Oh, wow. Interesting. Ducks underneath the command throw, but no punish. Honestly, I'm a little bit... Like, we're seeing a lot of just raw demon flip coming out from Sanya right now, which shouldn't be getting away with. This should be the round. Beautiful conversion. Close M, SSBA. It's not the match point, though, so I'm not going to get the real reason to play Zeta, you know? SSBA ender. But, match point. Miri's turn.
Battle 2. Engage.
Beautiful stuff. Nice and patient. Gets the anti-air. No counter hit. Still gets a knockdown. Pushes him all the way to the corner into the throw reset. And then another throw. Late throw takes it this time, but that gives him enough advantage to get his ass back in. Yeah, gets hit by the low. That's it. Stand your chance out. 7 golden litters. Very cheeky. Miri moving on. Literally, that last round was the fastest round that we've seen by a long shot in that set. Good stuff from both players there. Sanya-chan doing a phenomenal job, putting himself in top 8 again. Honestly, we usually see him up here. We good, says Niko. Yeah, sure, we'll go with that. We're good. Alright, so the other match should be waiting for us, which should be... Yeah, Zeiji Niko. I believe that Zeiji is the last of the players that I've not seen in our events before. So, still running on the newcomer fumes. Let's see how far he can take it. Yeah, it really is. You did a great job of blocking that though, Sanya. A lot of the mix-ups you were getting the block on. It's the second that you threw in the rando throw resets. It added a lot more to your mental stack, so must have been hard to defend it. Because at the end of the day, every single one of those is a multi-way mix. And she gets it off of pretty much every knockdown. How the hell does NA think that Zeta's bottom 5? Crazy. But you did a great job anyway. Yumi's and the Spanish Charlottes should be proud.
Versus Zeta.
But very up against Zeta. Niko versus Eiji. Let's see how this match goes. Both of these players have been on the grind, damn. That's a room match wins. And I love this theme, man, honestly.
Battle 1. Engage.
Interesting round start. And this matchup is a really, really volatile matchup. Because similarly to Matera matchup, both of these characters don't have the best defensive situations. And both of these characters have zoning and anti-zoning tendencies, as well as pretty good buttons for footsies. So the match can turn into an absolute slugfest incredibly quickly. We saw Breaker's approach to it being very interesting last event. Basically going for a lot of Kuso jumps. Lots of neutral jump, you know, whips and vine swings. It's a very interesting take on the matchup. But this time, we're seeing Zeiji being a little bit more patient, a bit more traditional, and it's working out as he takes Niko in the first round.
Battle 2. Engage.
Alright, let's see if we can keep this going, or if Niko can swing back this momentum. Good forward roll, getting the 2M doesn't actually convert that into meaningful pressure. Because the thing is that whilst Ferry can punish Spear of Arvis for free with Whip, she has a problem dealing with a lot of situations that Zeta can put her in because of the nature of her Abaris and now the 11 frame DP. Zeta can do a lot of screwed up stuff once she gets in. Nice, uses 2M to get himself back to the ground, incredibly risky. Right there you saw Zeiji going for the reaction whip, but you really have to be cautious of him going back in with a third spear. He's an EX spear. Beautiful stuff. Bit of an RPS-ish mix-up. Oh, forward dashes his way into the GG, gets hit by the overhead. I've been playing Guilty Gear for the past couple of days, so seeing characters walk directly up to each other, you know, not afraid of procs throw. It's wild to me, yeah. SBA punishes the GG cool. Now what's the mix? Runs up, that he pressed the button. Oh, it was spot dodge. Beautiful stuff. Niko with the big balls.
Battle 3. Engage.
Doesn't get more hype than that. brilliant recognition. Well, pulls him out of the GG. Not ideal. Gets the counter hit. Nice rim trap. Both players doing a really good job, but Seiji is all over this round, not giving Niko a single second to get things going. Spears his way right into the GG, and now pretty much a chip point. Yeah, there you go. Sitting directly on top of the GG, uses the install to make sure he can't get out of block stun. That's the round. Yeah, for real. Oh, but honestly, Seiji has won every single round start so far. Good placement of spear, but runs straight into the 2U. Getting pushed all the way into the GG, and now just takes the chip. He was comfortable playing this match on his own terms right now. Very patiently. Forward rolls gets clipped. Good counter hit conversion. Throws him into the corner. Delayed throw. Ah, but gets mashed out of this time. Niko not wanting to give him the opportunity to get the third delayed throw. Could have been Mash OS actually, now that I think about it. But honestly, I'd need to do more research into the OSs that are commonly used in this game. Deviants, Rixer, Padu, someone like that, hit me up at some point and then take me through them so I can recognize them when they're being used in matches.
Battle 2, engage.
Ooh, beautiful. So many pokes getting thrown out right now, and that most of them are connecting. Honestly, I feel like we need way more Zeta jumps from Niko. Even just like, because the thing that we're not seeing Niko utilize like at all is just the neutral jump in place. Every single neutral jump threatens a 2-2M or another spear, which at a lot of angles can really put the hurting onto Ferry and make her have to guess. Nice. Second Mash OS beating the universal overhead in a row. I'm not sure why you went for it for a second time, if I'm honest, but that throw whiffing because of the SBA putting him into block stun. DP being used. Now this is insanely scary. 2Ms into the GG. Gets a trade though. Oh, wow. Spears straight into the GG. This is match point. You're getting close towards chip point as well. Nah, that's not going to work. That's too far. Yeah. Seiji knocking out Niko. Very convincing match. That's how you deal with Zeta. You don't have to worry about the mix-up if you never get put in the mix-up. Alright, so with that, that's the end of our top 8, and we're now going to be moving on to top 4. So we're going to go back up to our winners finals. Which is going to be Rixer against Gumius. That's going to be such an interesting set. Purely off of the fact that Gumius is pulling out his Salada, I believe. A reminder for everyone, this is a first to 3. This is going to be a little bit of a longer set, and I wouldn't be surprised to see some character switches. Because I know for a fact that Rixter hates this matchup. Who did he pick up? I swear he picked up a sub. We'll see, I guess. Oh, I never changed the team. Oh well. We're here now. All good. Yeah, 40 years. But I didn't want to say it. Dropping the spoilers, you know. Until I see it, it's too good to be true. A reminder that a lot of these players actually have streams. Like earlier we saw Godflash. Deviants isn't here right now, but players like Rixter, Svampen. Lots of EU streamers at the moment. All worth dropping a follow on. And another reminder as well that we've also got... Yeah, there you go, Deviants. But we've also got rank day tomorrow. So if any of you are looking for matches, looking to get your rank up, join in the ranks of S, Triple S. Or maybe even Masters, you know. Long term, just get an EU player to Masters already. But if you're interested in that, be sure to turn up. Runs from 7 PM onwards. I'll put out a tweet and a message in the Discord. Make sure everyone's interested. We also do an open lobby on Wednesdays now. We're going to be moving it to UK Lobby 1. But I want to try and fill up that lobby, man. I want to get a big 64. Yeah. So, we've got an interesting turn of events here. Rixter, famous for his fairy, up against Humius, who was a Ladiva player. But both of them absolutely hate the matchups, so it's ended up with Lowain versus Charlotta. But as we all know, Rixter is number 2 in terms of the EU low-ends. Can't give him the number 1 spot, that belongs to Padu. But Sanya-chan, Gumius, Spanish Charlottas, they're all the same. Actually very different how they play, if I'm honest, but we ignore that. Gumius taking the first round. Yeah, no, it's a beautiful OS as well. If you lose, because it's low-end. If you win, nah, you're just a god. It's the low-tier buff at the end of the day. Where's my guy Bros Before Hoes though? Apparently he's just off playing Melty and LFG Europe. Wow, blocks the... No real punish, but this is a very interesting match so far. Pretty scrambly, as you'd expect from 2 people playing characters that aren't their mains necessarily. Going for the parry there to try and beat a safe jump, but it whiffs, and now we've got the English, the English dub, Iggy cool, getting caught by the fire straight into the lightning. It's gonna hurt, and Rixter putting himself on the board, tying it up.
Battle 3, engage.
It's Iggy time. Nice, great counter hit. It's gonna take him to the corner. And now is he going to get... drops the combo. I'm not even sure what it was going to extend into there. Just regular DP? Or was he going to spend EX DP and go for her? Honestly, I would have personally just reset with Demon Flip there. For the guaranteed plus frames. There's not much the Bane can do about it. But right now, Rixter utilizing the incredible backdash speed from Lowain. But ends up falling a little bit short with the Awesome Source. It's one of the real problems with Lowain. See, he only has one real confirm / combo tool, and it's pretty inconsistent. Interesting stuff. This is not where you want the rat to be. You don't want her directly in your face for the end of this. Gets hit by the rocks, and that'll save him. That was risky. Catalina bot clashing with him, and catches him with the EX Awesome Source out of the 2U. Beautiful stuff. Rixter putting himself on the board.
The darkness conquers the light. Dude, speaking of elements. Hold up, Lowain.
Man, English Lowain.
Compliments about Lumiel Gourmet. Next time I beat you, teach me those tasty nuggets of knowledge.
Oh, we're seeing a loser switch. This is beautiful. This is how this set's gonna go. I told you we'd see character switches. Now we're going over to loser switch. Ladiva Lowain.
Lowain versus...
This is great. If Gumius wins this, he's just gonna switch over to Fairy. Yeah, no, 100% ZG, but this is how this is gonna go.
Believe in victory.
Again. He loves English Lowain. He can't get enough of it. He's like the number 1 English dub Lowain shill, honestly. He plays English Fairy as well. Empty parry into EX Awesome Source. You don't have many of your tools left, but goes for reset. Gets hit by the 2U, and now you're in the mixer. Nice. Resets off the auto combo into SPD. Time to guess. Takes his turn back, but just being very patient right now. Pressing a lot of buttons. Yeah, no convert. Ladiva's nerf, boys. 1.21. Feels bad, man. Ooh, SPD, is that? Yeah, it's gonna work. Is that dead? Ladiva supers do a lot of damage. Yeah, there we go. Out of here.
Battle 2, engage.
We've got that DLC stage. We've got that tournament banned color. Rixter out here breaking all the rules. Oh, nice. Converts off the Catalina bot. Goes for the reset. Gets him with a low into the throw. You know, Lowain's greedy. Usually you hear about a low throw mix-up. Lowain wants both. It's SPD though, and you know what it's like. Ladiva can steal a round back. Getting the super jump backwards out of there. Nice. Great 2U. You're gonna go for HPA mix here? No. Takes the trade for the Catalina bot. Oh, nice. Single button, patiently waits out a parry or something of the sort, and then goes for the SPD. But now, back to the English Iggy. Double spot dodge, gets hit by rocks on the third spot dodge. Unlucky, not what you want to see.
Battle 3, engage.
Honestly, if I don't know, Deviants, man. If Rickster wins this, he doesn't get to switch to Ferry. Gets Gumius some time, you know? Christ! Ladiva damage, no super, 60%. Let's go! Oh, universal overhead in the corner. This is the start of the comeback. Gets hit by the unblockable no conversion there. And now that's it, that's a round. Gumius, we're going to be seeing Ferry.
Oh, major bummer.
Honestly, if this was dubbed Ladiva, I would have committed. I hate dubbed Ladiva. It's the worst thing I've ever heard, I swear. Other than English Shadow. English Shadow's on a whole nother level. Alright, let's go. Ferry.
Versus Festiva.
This is a really interesting winners finals. I love it. This is awesome.
Believe in victory.
I'm also loving that they have random songs selected, so we're getting a fresh track every time we go in. Bob's theme this time. Just an absolute slew of buttons being thrown out right now. GG putting him in the air, keeping him there for air unblockable. Far heavy. Yeah, and just keeping him out, not going for the mix-ups. I like it. We could be looking at 7 golden letters here. And this is a perfect example of just why Gumi has picked up Charlotta for this matchup. Against a good Ferry, it can be very suffocating. Not even giving him a single opportunity to get those punishes in. Beautiful stuff so far. And mind, Gumius has found his way in. This could be the round. This is the matchup. Let's see. What's the mix? Empty jump. Goes for the SPD. One more. Yeah, goes to the SPD. Didn't see the jump. There it is. Doesn't get the punish though. And now you're back in the mix. There you go. That's dead. That's the matchup. This is why. Whenever people say that this matchup is 8-2, man, I'm like, nah. Come on, bro. The Diva guesses right once, this can be over. All she has to do is get in. Once she's in, it's cursed from Ferry just as much as it is cursed for the Diva to get in herself. But that's the thing. That's why it's so favored towards Ferry, pardon. It's because one game plan involves getting in. One of the game plans involves keeping the other person out. Rickster having none of it. Putting himself back on the board for 7 golden letters. Going offensive. That's another thing, is that the Diva doesn't have the best defense either. But if she makes the right call on a lot of the GG mix-up, she still gets like 50-60%. Yeah, I mean, you've got 90 seconds to try and keep out of Diva, right? But if she gets in once, the round could be over. Definitely not an easy matchup, especially in tournament for Ferry. But it's also cursed as hell for the Diva. Just absolutely swinging this banned Vern weapon. It looks really dumb when he does the far heavy, but it's pretty cool because they use what's the word? It's an animation principle where they exaggerate. I'm pretty sure it's just called exaggeration, making it go all thin. You don't really see it with the other whips. But I'm noticing it quite a lot with the Vern. Pretty sick. This game's beautiful, man. Arxis does such a good job with their 2.5D games. And then you've got games like KOF 14. Beautiful stuff so far. You have to watch out now that Ladiva has SBA. But other than that, still just keeping him out. There's 15 seconds left on the clock. One touch for either player could be the end of this round. We're not seeing a lot of Rando Lariat, which is absolutely beautiful stuff coming from Gumius. Recognizing that Rickster is being incredibly patient, mostly just pressing 2M to you, not giving any opportunities for the Lariat. Goes for a Desperation 1 off of the SBA call from Rickster. But Richter putting himself back on the board. Knowing just why Gumius has a sub for this matchup.
Whip of luck?
And we're going to be seeing it again. Back to Charlotta. Yeah, I love the fairy color, honestly. I like the synergy with the phone weapon as well, but it is banned, just like his Luane color. But until people complain about it, I'm not going to take action on it. Alright, let's see if Gumius can tie this back up.
Battle 1. Engage.
Let's see if Gumius can display why Richter elected to have a sub for this matchup in the win. Richter did a great job of showing off why Gumius has the sub. Now it's Gumius' turn to return the favor, pardon. I'm loving this event so far. Even though I'm on solo commentary, it's been pretty chill. Might do top 8 streams more often, if I'm honest. Let me know what you guys think, because I honestly don't mind this format. But obviously, a lot of people enjoy having pool stream, so that we can see lesser known players, you know, giving them an opportunity to be on stream. I can definitely see both sides. But Richter taking a very dominant round. This is not what you want to see of your character switch. Ah, well. Thanks for following me, Shanks. Noticed you following earlier. Didn't get a chance to shout you out. HAB streams are always great. We have so much talent in Europe that doesn't get to show, be shown off that frequently. Unfortunately, all of the people who I usually commentate with are all booked up this week, so I ended up solo commentary. But next week, I believe I'm joined by Fury Fighter. A lot of you will know him as one of the original OG Ladivas. Did a lot of lab work for Ladiva early on there. In the days of Granblue. Yeah, I mean, honestly, when it comes to Granblue, back in the day we had like one tournament a day. Online tournaments. It was a mixture of Granblue being hype, because it's still insanely hype, and also coronavirus. Putting people at home so people were a bit more open to online events. But with that said, Richter knocking Gumius down into losers and will be at Grand Finals. A sight that we've seen many times in the past.
She's quite a little powerhouse.
Yeah, she is. She is quite a little powerhouse. Gumius doing a great job, especially showing us just why that matchup could be scary in Ladiva Ferry. Nice to see. But didn't manage to quite get it out there. And at the end of the day, if there's a single player to beat in this tournament right now, it's Richter. But Zeiji Miri's up next. Gonna be a fun one as well. We're back to first to 2, if you're wondering. But we saw Zeiji had to play against Niko just a second ago. But Niko and Miri play a very different Zeta, so I'm interested to see how this one goes, honestly. Oh, they're already in. Never mind. Didn't have to call them.
Zeta versus Fairy.
Is that around? Alright, let's go. This is what I love about top 8 streams, though. By the time you get to top 8, the tournament runs incredibly smoothly. All the players are experienced, they know what they're doing. Wow, other than Niko and Zeiji, actually, now that I think about it. But, looks like he's learnt his lesson. On the right cab this time. Let's go. And like I said earlier, this matchup is very interesting. Both of the characters have the... We saw a Kuso jump coming out from Zeiji there. Calling out the delayed laser, but obviously, just a regular laser. Getting pulled into the GG. There we go. We saw him miss that confirm against Niko earlier, but this time getting it. Good EXCP saying no to the Kuso jump. Getting thrown into the corner. What's the mix? Instant overhead. That's going to be the round. Beautiful stuff coming out from Zeiji. There is no joke though, so I'm going to expect him to adapt. A lot of this matchup actually comes down to round start, as both of these characters will literally just vortex the other one to death off of a hit in neutral. But getting that hit once the other person's put them into the vortex would be hard. We see them returning into neutral off of the conversion from Zeiji. But what's the mix-up? Wow, mine misses the safe jump. Oh! Uses the stance H to cross up and then goes for 5U. Interesting. Don't see that very often. Misses his jumping conversion though. Doesn't recognize that the Shonen didn't connect. And this is going to hurt. We're going to see a jumping combo? Nah. Still pretty spicy though. I know that Zeiji is one of those fairy players that sits in the lab finding optimals a lot, but nothing will beat Rick's the combos for me, honestly. Zeiji taking an insanely fast win there though. Let's see if Miri can change gears. Bring this one back.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Nice, blocks the DP. Takes it to the corner. Now, what's the mix? You can't screw up the pogo from here. Double overhead. Now, what's the guess? Come on, chat. I want to hear it. Ooh, empty throw. Spicy. And then just gets the first pogo. Not what you want to see. Miri, indeed, changing gears, getting the effective perfect there.
Battle 2. Engage.
Like I said before, all it takes is one hit at the start of the round, and you can vortex Ray to death. Nice. Good jump. Gets himself out of there. Expensive a tiny bit of life, but really, again, all you need to do is get yourself to neutral. Try and win one, but that's what I mean. Right there, it's kind of a doomed if you do, doomed if you don't situation. She can punish on block and on retreat. And there we go. Yeah, we had a little look at the optimal. Doesn't fully convert off of it, though. It's such a shame. Nice! Gets the full conversion. Just the knockup. Doesn't have an Oki situation set up for that. Yeah, imagine. Unfortunately, no one tries Rickster combos that often, and no one tries Rickster install setups. The install setups are the big one for me. Wow! Gets the win off of the conversion from the GG hit off of spot dodge, forcing the bar M to connect on the GG, and then converts off of it with 5U. Does he? I haven't seen Seiji do the setups yet. I'm hyped. Oh wow, interesting. I'm really pulling out all the stops right now. Nice, air to air. Doesn't get the full conversion though, a little bit too high up. Now, for those of you that aren't aware, on counter hit when you're in the air, just like in Melted Blood, if you get counter hit whilst you're in the air, you'll basically fall to the ground until you hit the ground, you know, you'll be in hit stun until you hit the ground. So he could have waited a little bit longer to get that conversion. Nice! Beautiful. SBA's the whip. Bang it back up. 1-1. Exactly what you want to see. What a bait. Response in kind. Ready for that whip call.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Nice and patient from Miri. We've seen so many tournament sets that are actually decided by Miri just holding down back. And then the second someone steps out of line, just getting a one-hit hit confirm into spear. It's kind of what I associate with Miri. Mick, I associate a little bit more of aggressive tendencies. And Swampin's kind of a mix. I think Swampin has some of the cleanest setup, so the Zeta players. Nice, good conversion. Beautiful. What's the mix-up? Nice, calls out the empty throw. And then gets the overhead. Doesn't give him the chance to jump out that time. Awkward ender, but does the job. Zeta's in the corner now. Holding down back is Miri's passion. Tries to punish the GG call, but was just out of range. Nice, good anti-air. You can't jump Zeta. And there you go, that's the round. Damn. I didn't see Miri taking that one, but patience pays off. Alright, we're now at match point. Let's see how this goes. Nice, good spot dodge. A lot of Furious buttons are hard. Although they have a lot of range, they're pretty slow. Pretty hard to punish with in situations like that. Nice. Good use of stance. One of the real uses for stance, other than to beat out safe jumps and certain jump-ins, is as a tool to defeat special cancels, so phenomenal use of stance there. Now you're in the vortex, what's the mix? Nice, good blocks. But gets caught by the 2M, uses 2U, gets himself out of there, but with such a huge health lead. gonna be very rough for him to come back at this point. Especially against Miri, very patient player. Wow, wrong spear. What if that was a misinput? Or if he thought he saw a jump? Nice. And there we go. SBA on the GG call. It's gonna be the round. Mirian is just patiently waiting for those hit confirms, you know? The second he sees it, he goes for the opening. Can't slip much by him. Very standard play, you know? What you want to see. Alright, so next up is going to be Miri up against Gumius. Seiji did a phenomenal job, though. First event that I've seen him in so far. And I imagine we're going to be going back to the Diva. As this is Losers Finals, this is going to be a first to 3. And we now have a top 3 confirmed. Hey, GG's, Seiji. Good showing so far, man. You did a great job. Good to see another really solid ferry. We have a few people like, Breaker and... Who's the other one? Who was your other student, Rixer? This is what I mean. He's been gone for so long that I haven't even seen him play. I don't remember his name. Yeah, Jundo. There we go. But it's been a while since we've seen anyone outside of the 3 of them, and maybe Niko playing much ferry. There are obviously some of the Germans and French players, but you don't see them at events that much. I believe this was a couple of Swedish ones, actually. Big left. But this matchup is really interesting. Both of these characters don't really have much defense. But the main reason why this matchup goes in favor of Azad is because neutral control with some of her insanely good buttons can be very suffocating. But other than that, it can be very close because if either character gets their offense going, it can be over. Just like this. Good anti-air from Gumius. That's what Gumius is known for as well, is those anti-air confirms. Never misses them. Was that Fred? I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's Gumius. Ah, speaking of though, it was the 2H. Honestly, anti-air throw might have been the better shout there. Or air-to-air throw. God, this is gonna hurt and you're in the vortex. Drops the combo! That leads to a scramble that favors Zeta. And one hit confirm into SBA. The Miri Classic. Evening it back up. These rounds are going to be very explosive, so strap yourself in. Set's going to be over insanely quickly. Nice, good stuff. Nice, good conversion. Gets the knockdown. Now, you're in the SPD zone. Nice. Good mash. 2-2M is so much fun. You don't see many Zetas using it that often, but when Zetas use it effectively, it's so much fun to watch. And that's one of the things as well, is that the lever really has to just hold spear a lot of the time. The only thing she can really go for to try and punish things is EX Lariat, and that's pretty risky. Wow, this is the most scrambly I've ever seen Miri. And beautiful stuff. That's going to be a big chunk of damage. One more mix. Far M, back to neutral. Pushes him all the way to the corner. Oh, Gumius is having none of it, just swinging out these huge hurt boxes right now. Each of them could be punished by SBA. And again, jumping at Miri, not a great idea. Just patiently walking backwards and forwards, trying to look for that anti-air. But the 2U connects, and Gumius takes the first round. That huge hitbox connects.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
Oh, wow. I've not seen that interaction before. Random 5U from Gumius. And again, instead of walking in to Ladiva's range, Miri just stepping backwards exactly as you should. The stance was complete clown, I'm going to be honest. Gets punished instantly by Gumius. You're not going to slip them by him. But, Other than that, it was a beautiful bit of awareness there. Instead of walking forwards, putting yourself into mix-up ranges where if you get called out, you can get SVD'd and then put into the vortex, just moving back, using your neutral control. Love seeing patient play like that, but Gumius is having none of it right now. You went for a jump and you're going to pay, getting pretty much carried corner to corner. Just by how much Miri tends to walk back, that is the one disadvantage of this strategy. Nice. Jumps out, predicting an SPD. But again, you're not going to get away with it. Most characters can 2H random 214H calls, especially out of block stun. If they're not putting block stun, it's so easy for most characters to just on reaction 2H it. Characters like the D.Va that have pretty decent confirms, even with a non-counter hit, you're not going to get away with it. Good block, and again, you can't use it as a panic button. Honestly, H out of stance, it has its uses, but it's one of the least convenient as a reversal option. Not that stance for Zeta really is a very good reversal option in general. More of a tool to punish special cancels and jump-ins. Obviously, it's that, or you just sit in the mercy of the D.Va. I honestly feel like, yeah, we're seeing Miri scramble a lot more than he usually does right now. You can see him going patient again. SBA is trying to pull out the frame trap, but it's going to not connect. Now, Gumius moving on to 2-0. One last chance for Miri to turn this back around. We've seen him be very convincing. It's just, it feels like he's not committing to his playstyle at the moment. Having moments of weakness, but again, that is exactly what D.Va plans to do. Makes every situation an incredibly threatening situation. It makes you flustered. Nice. Good use of stance. Puts him into the middle of the screen, gets the throw. I'm pretty sure he could have done safe jump setup there with JH, but obviously, playing against the D.Va, that's one of the last things you want to do, because then you get put into SPD or SBA mix. Nice. Throw into throw. Triple throw. And universal overhead to beautiful stuff. Throws him 3 times, then goes for universal overhead off of the empty throw bit.
Battle 2, engage.
Bar H into the confirm. This is what we want to see. Miri back on form. Honestly, me too, ZG. I was right there with you. But clearly Miri's 5 brain. Smarter than we are. Nice. Empty low. Ooh. Spicy conversion as well. Empty stealing the corner. I'm not sure if that was a setup or literally just happenstance, but regardless, Miri putting himself